Sairam students. So today we shall take the second lesson, that is the 3 questions written by one of the greatest writers, that is Count Leo Tolstoy. He belonged to an aristocratic family in Russia. He was a Russian writer, one of the greatest authors of all time, and he is best known for his work, that is War and Peace. It was written in 1869. Now, and he was born on 9th September 1828 and died in the year 1910 on November 20. Count Leo Tolstoy. See the part before you read the text. There are 3 questions. What are they? Discuss the following points in groups and present your views to the class. Number 1, the best time to do something. You have to think about them. What is the best time? The most important person in your life. Third one, the most important thing to do in your life. So these are the 3 points you should discuss about. Correct? Then after that, come to the next part, the 3 questions written by Count Leo Tolstoy. Introduction. A king has 3 questions and he is seeking answers to them. What are the questions? Does the king get what he wants? Read to find out. So the main problem is to get the answer. A king has 3 questions. We shall take a grammar point. A king has 3 questions. A king, I don't know which king, a king has 3 questions. So what is the tag? Has. Affirmative sentence. So hasn't. A king means he. Hasn't he. Negative. A king does not have. Does have. A king does not have 3 questions. Negative. Yes or no type question? Has. Does the king have 3 questions? Yes, a king has 3 questions. Now frame a question to get the underlined word as answers. What does a king have? What does a king have? The answer is a king has 3 questions. If this one 3 is underlined, then the question is how many? What? Questions. How many questions does a king have? The answer is a king has 3 questions. Correct? Yeah, a king has 3 questions and he is seeking answers to them. Seek means try to find. To try to find. So he is trying to find answers to them. He is looking for. To look for. He is searching for that answer. He is looking for that answer. He is trying to find answers to them. What are the questions? Does the king get what he wants? We'll see afterwards. Number one, see the first paragraph. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. What are the three things? Number one, what is the right time to begin something? Number two, who should a king listen to? Number three, what is the most important thing for a king to do? The king, therefore, sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum to anyone who would answer these three questions. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. This is the first paragraph. So the thought means ಯೋಚನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Think, thought. Think present. Thought past. Thought past participle. Think, thought. Now here, this thought is noun. Thought means ಯೋಚನೆ. The thought. So you have a work. Use the word thought as noun and thought as verb in your own sentence. Okay? Now, the thought came to a certain king. Certain means certain king. Uncertain opposite. Certainly adverb. Here certain means known. But not specially mentioned or one or some. Certain, ಯಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. To a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. If he knew three things, he would never fail. It is a conditional clause. You have that question in examination. Which is that? If he knew, if clause, conditional clause, if he knew three things, he would never fail. For example, I'll give. If I study well, if I study well, study is a present tense. If clause, if I study well, ಆದರೆ study ಮಾಡಿದರೆ present tense. I will pass or I shall pass. Future shall, correct word. If I study well, I shall pass or I will pass. Next, second one, if I studied well, I would pass. Past tense. Correct? Then, if the number one, number two, number three. Third type, most important, if I had studied well, I would have passed. Means, I had not studied well, I failed. ನಾನು ಓದಿರ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಓದಲಿಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. Correct? If it had rained heavily, we wouldn't have gone to play. Correct? If he had worked well, he would have got a good job. So these are the examples. So learn this one. So here, he would never fail if he knew three things. So, what are they? What is the right time to begin something? He should know the answer. He should get the answer for that question. What is the right time to begin something? Then, somebody should give him answer. Somebody should answer him. Who should a king listen to? As he was a king, whom should he listen to? That is the second question. He should get an answer. What is the most important thing for a king to do? These are the three questions. So, what did he do? He tried to get answers for those questions. Then, the king therefore sent messengers. The king sent messengers. Tag, didn't he? Correct? Tag is didn't he. So, how to change into passive? It is in active voice. Sent is the verb. That is second part. Past tense. So, messengers becomes the subject. Messengers, plural. So, sent is the past tense. Past tense plural means, past tense means was or were. Past tense plural, messengers. So, were. Messengers were. Past form of sent is sent. Send, sent, sent. Were sent by the king. Messengers were sent by the king is the answer. Sent messengers throughout his kingdom, nook and corner of his kingdom. Why? Promising a large sum. So, what was the promise given by the king? He promised, promising a large sum. Sum means money or amount. SOME is different from SUM. Here sum means money, amount. One more sum is there, math sum. Adu lekka, spelling same. So, he promised a large sum. Large is adjective. How much? Large. To anyone who would answer these three questions. So, if there is a person who is ready to give or solve these questions, he will be given a large sum. This is the promise given by the king. Then, in response to his announcement, many wise men, many, few, few opposite many. Many is adjective. Many wise men, wise, prefix unwise, opposite foolish. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. Same, different. Same, opposite, different. So, they have answered his questions differently. Correct? Yeah, the conjunction used here is but. Different from, just opposite to the first sentence. Wise men came and answered. Correct. Wise men came but gave different answer, opposite. And the use of and but. They all answered his questions differently. Come to second paragraph. In reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. The king should do whatever seemed necessary at that time. Yet others said that the king needed a council of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. So, what answer did the king get for the first question? In reply. Reply. It can be used as a noun, it can be used as a verb. I did not reply, verb. I did not get any reply, noun. Correct? There is no reply, noun. Don't reply, verb. Very easy. So, in reply to the first question, what is the first question? What is the right time to begin something? Then what answer did the king get from other wise men? Some wise men said, the king must prepare a timetable. Indirect, the king had to prepare a timetable. There should be a timetable. And then follow it strictly. King should follow it strictly. How to get an answer? Frame a question to get the underlined word as answer. Strictly, it takes the question word how. Correct? How. This is the helping verb, this is the main verb, this tells the tense, so it is called finite verb. This one is non-finite. How should. Then the subject, how should the king follow it? Correct? How should the king follow it? The king follow it strictly. Strictly, adverb. Strict, opposite. The teacher is very strict. Lenient. Strict, opposite, lenient. Others said, so this is the one of the answers. Others said that it was impossible. It is not possible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. So others opined that it is impossible, not able to decide in advance. In advance means beforehand. ಮೊದಲೇ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ತೀರ್ಮಾನಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್, ಮುಂದಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್. ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ದ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸೀಮ್ಡ್. ಸೀಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಪಿಯರ್, ಕಾಣು. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸೀಮ್ಡ್, what? Necessary at that time. So, it depends on the time. Time should decide it. He should take proper decision according to the time. So, some areas cannot be decided in advance, cannot be taken decision in advance. It is impossible. He said, necessary, opposite, unnecessary. Yet others, ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರು, said that king needed a council of men, council of wise men. Council means committee. There should be a committee, there should be a group of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. Act means do. Act means perform. To do or perform. To implement. So, he should need the help of counselors who would give him suggestion at the proper time. Correct? So, according to the suggestion given by the council of wise men, king could rule, king could decide the case. So, he needed the help of a council of wise men. But Then others said that there were some things which could be urgent. Urgent means what? Which needs immediate attention. So he could not wait for the decision of the councillors. Some areas should be given more importance. These things could not wait for the decision of council. So the council means a group of wise men. King cannot or could not wait for the suggestion of those members in order to decide the right time, in order to, so frame a sentence using that, okay? In order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future. What is look into? Look into means a word has a different meaning depending upon the situation. So here, look into means foresee. Foresee, know beforehand or analyze. Analyze. Correct? So another one, investigate. Investigate, analyze, foresee is the correct answer. It is necessary to look into, consider, it's also correct. Look into means consider the future. So we have to foresee the future. We have to analyze the future. Otherwise, we cannot come to a conclusion. So frame a sentence using look into. Okay? Look into. The only magicians could do that. So who could look into the future? Who is able to look into the future? That is possible only for whom? Magicians. One who knows magical tricks, he is called a magician. One who could play magic on what? Hand is called a magician. So magicians could do that. They are able to do that. The king, therefore, would have to go to the magician. So, some people, some wise men suggested the king to go to the magicians to know it. In their answers to the second question, so these are the different answers given by the different people to the first question. Now come to the second question. In their answers to the second question, some said that people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Who is a counselor? Member of a council. What is a council? Committee of people, wise men. So the king should listen to the counselors. There should be a body of counselors. Others said, so what is the second question? Who should a king listen to? Some said, king should listen to the counselors. Then others said, priests, archakaro. The king should listen to the priests. A few others chose doctors. Other people, other wise men said that king should listen to the doctors. And yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. So the king should listen to the soldiers. As they were great people, as they were protecting the kingdom, the king should listen to them. So these are the different answers given by different people to the same second question. Now king has to decide. King should take the answer. As the answers to his questions were so different, how much different? The king was not satisfied. Dissatisfied. or unsatisfied. That's also correct. King was not satisfied. Nobody could give him satisfactory answers. Everybody failed in giving satisfactory answers. They did not answer in a satisfying manner. They did not answer satisfactorily. There was no satisfaction in the mind of the king by listening to different answers. So he was not satisfied. He decided to seek. He decided to get. He decided to find what? The advice of a certain hermit. Who is a hermit? A sannyasi. Who is a hermit? One who leads a person who lives alone and leads a simple life, he is called hermit. Sannyasi ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲ. Then to the third question, some said attack. See the third question. What is the most important thing for a king to do? Some said attack. Attack means attack opposite defend. Defend or defense. Others chose fight. What should king do? King should fight. He should choose what? Fighting. Others chose fight, and yet others religious worship. So what should a king do? Important thing for a king to do, that is worshipping. So he got different answers for those three questions. Then what did he do? As he couldn't get a satisfactory answer, what did he do? He decided to seek the advice of a certain king, certain hermit, not a king, who was widely known for his wisdom. A hermit is known for his wisdom. Wisdom is a noun, wise is adjective, wisely is adverb. So, widely known for. Now frame a sentence, known for. Frame a sentence of your own, okay? Then, so the hermit is widely known for his wisdom. So the king decided to seek the advice of a hermit. Correct? Now read the first paragraph and second paragraph. Now write the questions, okay? How many questions did the king have? Number 2. What are the 3 questions? Number 3. Why did the king send messengers throughout his kingdom? Next. What promise did the king give? Next, last question. Why did the king decide to seek the advice of a hermit? So answer those questions. Okay, Sai Ram.